Ready, Bailey?
Let's go, Bailey.
Eric or Karissa, can we please have a one-word prompt?
Camp.
Perfect. All right, here we go. 3, 2.
Hello, campers! Wow. This feels like a camp. We're here together hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We're all here in person. Look at us!
Yes.
Look at us.
Camp. I never went to camp.
I was
don't
gonna
have anything
say,
to say.
I never went.
Did anyone go to camp?
No, I never went
cool.
to camp.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Hey, welcome to the Overtalking Podcast with your hosts, Ken and CJ. Say hi, CJ.
Hello!
This is the show where we talk over TV shows and movies as chosen by our guests, and this week we watched Summer Camp Island.
Dun, 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 dun. None of us know the words.
Don't speak for all of us.
Oh, okay.
I know all of the words to the
Yeah.
song, and I will sing it.
Please
Make the rules.
Which is make the rules.
Monsters are cool. The moon is our friend.
Sing it.
I wanna stay with you on Summer Camp Island.
Nice. Those voices. Oh shit!
Thank you. Thank you.
Ruined. Those voices you're hearing are returning guests Eric and Karissa.
What's up?
Together.
What's up? We're back.
We're together. We haven't been on the pod together for, I think, like 3 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Decade, I think.
A decade?
Yeah, give or take. It was-
Wow. Wow, we're old.
Yeah. That was your first time? I
That was
think,
my
right?
first time,
Right.
and we watched
The car one.
Yeah, the
Duel.
car one.
Duel.
Duel.
A
Spielberg,
classic.
right?
Spielberg,
Yeah.
yep. Love that. Summer Camp Island is a little bit different from Duel. Oh, Bailey thinks so too.
Mailman just got her.
This is also my first time meeting Bailey.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I've heard her voice in many an episode, and now we're here in person.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, we
great.
should paint a picture for the listeners. We're all sitting around a table in Ken's lovely home
Yeah.
in
Yes.
an undisclosed location.
Undisclosed location.
Off the grid.
Yeah.
Don't even
I
try.
mean, the overlords know where we are. They always know. They followed you out here.
Yeah, well.
Oh yeah, their location-based systems are it's
Yeah.
a different system than we have going on.
Right.
Sure.
It's scent-based.
Echolocation.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's canon now. All right. They could
it's
echolocate things.
scent-based echolocation.
Yes, great.
Locked it
Someone
in.
update the wiki.
I just can't wait for the picture that's on the wiki to have their just mouth open now with the little sloped lines that
Yeah,
come out
sonar
for
kind of
echolocation.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Get on it. Our producer, right? They keep track of everything on the wiki.
Yeah, who's our producer again?
They're doing a terrible job.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I mean, have you heard this thing?
Yeah, it sucks. They're doing a fantastic job booking some guests, though. I mean, how can we get better than this?
Yes.
That's a good point, and I can't imagine it getting better.
Hey, I'm not gonna argue with that.
I mean, the only way it could get better is if I was here alone.
Oh, shots fired.
That's
Yeah.
that's definitely true.
No.
Do you want? I mean, we could throw like 30 seconds, 60 seconds on the clock if you just want like a monologue for a little bit.
You know what? Maybe later.
Okay.
Okay.
Good
Well,
bulk.
we'll get to 30-second monologue and more coming up on the Overtalking Podcast. Perfect.
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 Magic is real here, far away from home. Anything can happen when witches make the rules. Monsters are cool, the moon is our friend. I wanna stay with you on Summer Camp Island.
Okay. And we're back on the Overtalking Podcast, joined once again by returning guests Eric and Karissa, and we're talking about
What's up,
Summer Camp Island. Which of you wants to?
Carissa?
Okay, Karissa, we're gonna
Oh.
put 30 seconds on the clock for you to describe for someone who's never heard or seen Summer Camp Island what it's all about.
Ready, go.
All right. We join best friends Oliver and Oscar and Hedgehog. And they go to summer camp. They quickly find out that summer camp is actually run by monsters and witches, but they're friendly monsters and witches. And ultimately, they go on lots of fun adventures. And today, we are joined by our friends Pajamas and Jim Jams, two lovable characters, and hilarity ensues.
2, 1.
Yeah, we watched episode 5 of the first season, if anyone
Yes.
is curious.
Season 1, episode 5. I believe the episode title is Pajama Pajimjams,
Okay.
I think.
That sounds right.
Did you mention this is animated?
I didn't. This is I figured that people caught on to that. It is a children's show. It is animated. It's on Cartoon Network. And episodes are a quick 11 minutes long. So you can...
Bite size.
Yeah,
You love to see it.
Yeah, you can power through a whole season of this pretty quick. And you should. It's great.
Why didn't that ever catch on more widely? It was like only Adult Swim that did what other
like short?
yeah
shows?
11-minute shows that why
know,
don't more
it's-
people do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Especially this day and age where, like, I know personally my attention span is shot. Like,
Yeah.
I can't focus on anything.
It's got to be because of commercials, right? Like, they want people to stay through
Oh.
the commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That would be pretty obnoxious if it was like every 2 minutes there's a commercial
Yeah.
and they have to still jam pack a half hour's worth of
I mean,
commercials.
have you been on YouTube lately? Like,
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
God.
Yeah.
They're stopping me in the middle of my videos now to show me an ad.
they got me. I got premium
Did
I was like,
you?
I watched too much YouTube. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna pony up, I guess. But
They gave me like a few month trial and it was heaven. I was
Yeah.
like only watching YouTube for those few months because I was like, oh my God, no ads is amazing. Yeah.
That's so funny.
I'm tempted to buy that too because, yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube.
Eric, I think you need that. I don't know anyone who watches as much YouTube as Eric does.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, it only applies to the browser, but if you got an ad blocker on there, I haven't seen an ad
Really?
on
Oh,
YouTube
really?
in
Wow.
a decade.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah,
We were just talking
uBlock
about
Origin, shout out.
Wow. We were just talking
Great.
about YouTube the other day because Eric uses YouTube as his like primary search engine.
Really?
Instead of Google,
What?
he goes to YouTube, and I think that's so fascinating. I don't know anyone else who uses YouTube as a search engine.
YouTube is the number 2 search engine. It's
Huh.
Google and then YouTube.
They beat out Bing?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Poor Bing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You find like tutorials for stuff on there. Usually if I'm Googling something, it's like to find information. And so if someone produced a 8-minute video explaining exactly the specific issue I have.
If you don't need to read it and someone can tell it to
Exactly.
you,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I get like, is it a lot of? I just imagine wanting an answer to something and then having to watch 3 minutes of like, "What's up, YouTube? So thanks for
Definitely.
coming to my
Exactly.
channel. It's me, Zach. I'm here again.
Sorry, I haven't
Just
posted in
get
a
to the-
while.
Yeah. Don't have to apologize, Zach. Nobody cares.
Well,
No one's seen another video of yours.
Please rate and review and subscribe.
Yeah.
That's how people find this channel.
I recently stumbled upon Paul Hollywood's YouTube channel.
No.
Oh.
So he does a lot of good baking stuff, which I'm all here for. But then I clicked over to his channel. The man's only got like 50,000 subscribers.
What?
Wow.
It's an atrocity.
All right,
Let's-
Overtalkers, let's
Let's
get
bump
those
those
subscriptions
numbers up.
up.
let's get that
Oh,
overtalking army over there.
Yeah.
We're talking
Give them
army.
the overtalking bump.
Oh,
And
that's
it was
good.
very strange watching Paul Hollywood at the end of the video going through that of like, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh,
like, ugh.
no.
Oh, that's
don't need to
kind
do
of
that.
kind of
No.
scary. I think I would have to like lie down for the rest of the day if I saw that. That's upsetting.
It's
His
upsetting.
piercing blue eyes tell
Yes.
you to smash that like button.
Staring right into my soul.
Those shark eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's got like clips from his past shows on there, which I'm like, how did you get away with that with like copyright and your
Yeah.
agreement to release that? But yeah,
That's interesting.
check it out.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, YouTube has this cool new feature now where you can see at what point in the scrub, like the player, most people like skip to.
Oh,
So you just like hover over it and you're like, okay, that's probably the part where they talk about what I'm here to watch. And so I fast forward to that and get the information. And
I
then
wonder how much that plays into that what shows there, right? Because everyone must be like, oh, that's the spot.
Yep.
So it just
Yeah.
exponentially shoots up
Yeah.
there.
I bet you're
Yeah.
it's
exactly
like
right.
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
bet you're
exactly.
exactly right.
Yep.
So, Eric, what kind of videos on YouTube have you been watching lately?
Well, I feel like the Overtalking Podcast community will really get behind me on this.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
I'm priming everyone to be supportive of me.
Uh-huh.
Well, I've lately, YouTube dragged me into a rabbit hole of mechanical keyboards.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yes.
so-
So this is what this podcast episode is going to be. All right, great.
All right, Karissa, so should we just take a lap and
You
these
know what?
two nerds can talk about
I'm going to go
keyboards?
take a nap, and I'll be back in an hour? 2 hours?
I said lap, but nap sounds good too.
Oh, sure.
I'm very
Okay.
tired.
I mean, lap nap, you know.
Crystal looks ready for a nap.
I am.
She's
Yeah.
got a blanket draped over.
Yeah, again we're in person, and I have the thermostat right next to me. It says it's 74 degrees in here, and somehow I'm still freezing cold. So I retrieved this large blanket. I'm fully cocooned, and my pals supported my decision to do this. So I'm looking a little ridiculous.
This house is crazy because it's all open floor plans, so
Yeah.
the upstairs is like at least 10 degrees hotter than it is down in the family room.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I can
I'm sure
relate
it's
to that.
freezing.
Yeah, that's how our new place is too. My office, listeners, Eric and I just moved to the Chicagoland area. And an undisclosed
Chicago's
location in the Chicagoland area, and we're loving it. But the point of me bringing this up is my office. We both work from home, and we both have offices. And my office is on the third floor. Brag. And I
Third
do
floor
have
of the
building
building.
of the
Second floor of our apartment, to be
building.
clear.
Yes, and I have skylights, and it's going to be great for like 6 months out of the year, but August is not one of those good months.
Yeah.
I just bake in there. It's like an oven in there right now. So,
Yeah, and then you walk downstairs and you're like, oh my God.
Yes. yeah. I keep saying, the saying, oh, I'm going to screw it up. Like a frog slowly boiling in a pot of water.
Yeah.
That's me in my office. I get up there in the morning when it's still kind of cool, and by noon I feel like sick and feverish, and I'm like,
pass out.
what's going on?
Yeah.
And then I walk downstairs and I'm like, oh, I was just hot.
Yeah.
Just
really
slowly
uncomfortable.
crept up on me, and now I'm like, it's 90 degrees in my office, and I feel like I'm going to faint. But it's great. I love it.
Sounds like it.
We're having a great time.
So speaking of places you might be hot. Summer camp, it's during the summer.
Yes.
And we already established no one's been to summer camp.
Okay, I remembered I have, though.
What?
Oh.
Wait a minute.
I went to
What, do you
band
know that?
camp.
Oh.
Was it like a
ISYM.
sleepaway?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was ISYM, the Illinois Summer Youth Music.
How long was it?
I think like a week. And
Okay.
it actually took place at University of Illinois.
Wow.
Oh, really?
So in 8th grade,
right.
I drove down to Champaign and I stayed in ISR, which was the dorm I ended up living in when I went there for
Wow.
college.
Wow.
Yeah, it was actually really sick. It was really fun. My friends were there and we played concerts and stuff. Yeah, it was great.
Cool.
That's very
Wow.
cool. Was it like Summer Camp Island where there did witches make the rules? Were
Yep.
monsters your friends?
Monsters were my friends. Witches make the rules.
Moon's also your friend.
Moons,
Yeah,
Moon's
yeah.
your friend. Pajamas.
But we
Everything
haven't
was
even
talking to you.
Yeah.
After the mushrooms kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
I guess in my little intro I didn't explain that pajamas and Jim Jams are animated pieces of clothing.
Yeah.
They do have autonomy, kind of. Yeah, do we want to get into it?
Yeah.
No.
I've been looking
I know
forward to
that the
this for
Wieners do
so
not.
long. Man, we started watching this so during quarantine when I couldn't handle anything emotional, good, happy, sad, scary. That's not true. I was still watching scary things, but this was just the perfect easy watch. It's very sweet. Yeah. It's they face some challenges in the episodes, but for the most part, it all resolves. It's a very sweet little kids show. Mm-hmm. And this episode was my favorite of season 1.
I wish I had discovered this earlier on in the pandemic. Because
Yes.
plus one to everything you said.
Yes, it
could
was.
not handle anything serious.
Yeah, it was a nice salve during
Yeah.
that time. And
like
it's a
a
Cartoon
warm
Network
bath.
show. Yeah,
Right.
and as a kid, I didn't watch Cartoon Network because I thought it was for boys.
It was.
So I watched Disney Channel, and I
is for
also
girls.
which is for girls, obviously. And I thought Cartoon Network shows were really scary, like Courage.
I mean,
Courage the Cowardly Dog
that
is-
one is scary.
Yeah.
Even I was really
hate that
afraid
show.
of
Yeah.
I was really afraid of Johnny Bravo. I thought he was really scary.
big hunk.
Yeah.
He's imposing. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. I was afraid of
You're
him.
like when people first saw Elvis shaking
Yes.
his hips, they're like,
yeah, that was me.
too scandalous.
The work of the devil.
Yeah. Johnny Bravo is the work of the devil for sure. But yeah, I love that children are getting to watch this cool show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was shocked at not shocked, but like it is so funny. I laughed like through the entire episode.
Yes.
It's really funny.
It's surprisingly hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason we ended up like even becoming aware of it was because there's a few comedy writers that we were just already familiar with that write for the show. And so it's like, oh, okay, yeah, they have like talent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and it shows. It's very funny.
Yeah, one of my favorite comedians, he's a great follow on Instagram. His name's Carrie O'Donnell. And he actually has a podcast called Sexy Unique Podcast. And they cover SUP. They cover, they recap Bravo shows. So all the Real Housewives.
Nice.
And yeah, I wouldn't recommend for anyone who isn't into Bravo shows because it is kind of insane. But yeah, he wrote for this show and he was plugging it so hard. I was like, okay, I need to give it a shot. And then we blew through like all 5 seasons of it pretty quickly because they're, like I said, they're bite-sized episodes and they're very sweet.
Yeah, you just let it roll and you're like, yeah, I'm along for the ride.
Yeah.
And not just the writing, like a lot of the voices are also comedians.
Yes.
Like I was watching one of the earlier episodes, like Mike Birbiglia is like one of the main
Oh, I
characters.
didn't know that.
Really?
Fortune Feimster voices, I think,
nice.
is a voice on like every single episode or something like that. Cedric the Entertainer, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Whoa.
I think, maybe.
Wow.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I won't fact check it. I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear he voices the moon or something
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Something I also appreciate about this show and this episode is it's clearly just a literal child voicing the
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
yeah, which like
Yes.
totally adds to it.
Yeah, that's the best.
It's
Pajamas is
hilarious.
probably one of my favorite characters of this.
Yes, and Pajamas is a recurring character.
Yeah.
We see them come and go. But this episode is all about Pajamas and their new friend, Jim Jams.
Which is a not alive.
One of the only
Pajama
non-animate
Yes.
things
Yeah.
in the show.
Yes. So what I love about this episode is that so Oliver doesn't like to wear his pajamas outside. Oscar. I keep calling him Oliver. Oscar.
Who's Oliver?
Yeah, I don't know. Oscar doesn't want to wear his pajamas outside because those are inside clothes and outside clothes go outside. And I can relate to that because I also have inside clothes and outside clothes. What about you guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been doing more crossover lately.
Whoa. Is it destroying your street cred?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, because that's what Oscar's worried about, is that if he wears his pajamas outside, it will ruin his street cred. We later find out that he doesn't have any street cred, and he kind of accepts that and throws up a peace sign.
Yeah.
He's resigned to having no street cred, which I can also relate to.
Which is the way to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're talking about little kids voicing the characters. It reminds me so much of Catbug from Bravest Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I forgot about that. I
Catbug.
forgot about that show.
Yeah.
Anytime on my work computer, when I open a new tab, my background is a GIF of Catbug saying everything's going to be okay or everything's okay. It's a nice
That's
reminder
sweet.
throughout the day.
That's really sweet.
You know what? Everything is going to be okay.
Thanks, Catbug.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Catbug. Yeah.
Everything is gonna be okay! Everything is okay!
I gotta
Love him.
rewatch that show. Yeah,
So good.
I remember watching like Catbug compilations.
That's
on
exactly,
YouTube.
yeah.
I think that maybe I've never even seen the show. I've just watched the compilation videos of Catbug.
Yeah.
So good. I got to rewatch that. Somebody pick that for the show. Make me rewatch all of that.
Yeah. that'd be good.
But your choice is just all of the episodes.
Yes.
The whole thing.
Yes.
Because again, you can binge the whole thing probably in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to definitely talk about, and I don't know if maybe you picked up on this when you were watching, but Oscar is Eric. Has anyone
Yes.
noticed this?
You know what? The resemblance is uncanny. The
Yeah.
big round head.
Yeah, Big Ron had the clothing he
Yeah,
wears.
yes.
I feel like is something that Eric would wear. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, this is cool.
His
Yeah.
easygoing kind of.
Right.
He
No
wants
street cred.
No street
No
cred.
street
We've
cred.
already talked
Yeah.
about
Definitely
that.
true,
No,
yeah.
Oscar. He's a lovable creature. He wants everyone to feel included. He wants everyone
Hey,
to
all
feel
right.
loved, and he's a good listener. At the end, he.
What'd you say?
At the. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like some of his mannerisms. As I was watching
Yes.
this, I was like, this is Eric.
Maybe
Ooh.
that's why I love
don't
this
know.
show so much. Ken, you've cracked into my psyche.
That might be it. I
Oh
don't know.
no.
Yeah, Ken texted me that, but I hadn't watched the show yet. But yeah, I thought that was very funny.
Oh,
Have you
that's
picked up
so
on that
good.
at all?
I mean, kind of, I guess. I don't know.
Huh.
I have to rewatch now with that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Someone put me on TV already.
I
Come
know.
on.
I know.
People are clamoring for
You
it.
should at least get royalties for this.
Yeah. And Ken, I think you're most similar to my very favorite camp counselor, Susie.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. That's
Yes.
great.
Susie the Witch.
Susie
Yes.
is a witch, and she she has kind of. I'm not saying that Ken has a hard exterior. Susie has kind of a hard exterior, but you can tell throughout that she's actually a softie on the inside.
yeah.
So I see a resemblance between you and
I'll
Susie.
take that. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, she's great. I really relate to pajamas because I am mostly inside, and when I go outside, I do have fun, but then ultimately my home is inside.
Got it.
My home's inside too, I guess, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my home. I feel like most people's homes are inside.
I live inside.
I live inside.
Oh, me too.
Wow.
Ken, if you had Susie's powers, you could
Ooh.
turn one thing in your household to life.
Oh.
What would it be?
Ooh.
Like to life, meaning like could speak English?
Yeah.
Bailey.
Oh my God,
Well,
of course.
okay.
So obvious.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
come on,
What
it's right
about an
there.
Yeah.
inanimate
Okay.
object?
Yeah,
Okay.
inanimate object. That's a tough one. I don't know. I feel like, you know what? This is random, but I feel like my shower would be fun.
Ooh, okay.
Like
tell
someone
me
to
more.
just like talk to in the morning.
While you're in
Okay.
there.
Like when you're in there, like, hey, how's it going? And like, yeah, good. You've just been here all the time.
Just
Not
know,
really-
I've
here.
just been
Yeah.
inside. I
Yeah.
live inside.
You want a little hotter? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I live inside. Oh, me too. Cool. We have so much in common.
Come here often? Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I see you every day.
About once
You
a day.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I don't know why. Like, just because we're sitting here, my mind immediately went to that pumpkin in the corner.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
See,
that'd
that
be
would be
scary.
cool if
It
I was
already has a
talking.
face because
Yeah.
it's a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
Right.
I legitimately, the first thing that came to mind was toilet. And I was like, why? Why?
I don't want my toilet to be alive.
Yeah, no.
Seymour.
Yeah.
God.
It's like the Flintstones. It's a living. Hey, how's it going?
It would just be muffled.
Exactly.
What'd you say? Let me get off you.
Yeah. Huh?
What?
What? What's that? That reminds
No,
me.
but he
of,
likes it.
Oh, okay. That makes it better.
Good.
that voice
good.
that you just did for the toilet.
Uh-huh.
It reminds me of Jim Jam's actual voice.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I did it. I did it. Yeah, so ultimately, spoilers, Oscar does voice Jim Jams because Jim Jams is not animated until later. So over the course of our 11-minute episode, we see our cute little crew go on some adventures to try to animate Jim Jams. They have a spell that they're going to cast. And then when Jim Jams actually becomes alive, anyone want to take a crack at what he sounds like?
Huh,
Hey, what's going on?
yeah, I was gonna say there's one person here who definitely wants to.
Because I knew that CJ hadn't seen the episode before we all watched it together, and I was just waiting for the moment that he heard Jim Jam's voice. And you laughed as hard as I hoped.
It sounds like he smokes like 4 packs a day. Hey, I'm Jim James.
Oh, it's great because everyone's a kid.
Yeah.
And Pajamas is literally voiced by a child.
Yes.
And then, this creature gets animated and just, hey, how's it going? It's very funny.
Full adult,
Yeah.
much older
Yes.
than anyone else's voice.
Yes.
Who's
you know?
from New York for some reason.
Yes,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm walking in.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was the voice I looked up. If my info is correct, it's voiced by none other than Bibby Moynihan.
Ah, Bibby.
Yeah.
Who's Bibby?
Bobby Moynihan.
Oh, okay.
Bobby Moynihan.
I still don't know who that is.
I'm
I'm
on
so
SNL.
sorry.
trying to think of any
okay.
SNL sketch he did, but I can't
Yeah.
think of any.
Drunk Uncle was his weekend
Oh,
update
yeah.
piece.
Wasn't
Yeah.
he in David S. Pumpkins? Wasn't
Yes.
he one of the ones
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
elevator?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
I'm sure I would recognize him then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does a lot of voiceover work in the past few years. The only SNL sketch that immediately came to mind is the Doorman sketch where Bill Hader and Fred Armisen basically give up midway through the sketch because
Yep.
it's bombing so hard. And Bobby Moynihan walks through the door. They're standing outside of a hotel.
It's a lot of stories for the young people.
That's right, ghost stories. The one you can tell for years to come.
Hey guys.
Hey, Bobby Moynihan, please.
That's good.
And then he just goes along. He's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, guys?" And then as he walks away, they go, "UCB."
I feel like either I've heard you recount this sketch
That's one of my
before,
favorite things ever.
or I have seen it. I actually don't think I've seen it. I think I've just heard you describe it again.
Highly recommend checking that out
Yes.
on YouTube.
Oh, amazing. My favorite
bring it
search
back.
engine. Yeah.
Yeah, this pod's sponsored by YouTube now.
Yeah,
For sure.
get at us.
All right. Well, I think it might be time to run some facts by y'all. So it's time for.
Let's go!
For new listeners, this is the trivia portion of our show where we pit our guests and CJ head to head
And
to see
me.
who knows the most about what we watched. Eric, Karissa, CJ, are you all ready?
Let's go.
I'm ready.
Hey.
Jim Jams.
I'm ready here. All right, first question. Julia Post, the creator of Summer Camp Island, voices one of the characters in this series. Which one does she voice? First person to answer gets it.
Susie?
Hedgehog.
Yes.
Wow.
Susie is
Oh,
correct.
great work.
That was a guess.
Great work.
I also did not bring my usual pen and paper, so everybody keep track of how many points you have.
Okay.
All right.
I won't get
Okay,
any,
I have
so
7.
that'll be easy
Yeah,
for
I
me.
have 4. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, good. All right, next question. How many different people have voiced Oscar to date, excluding the pilot, which had like a bunch of different voices in it?
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Normal.
Whoa.
Is this just for closest?
Sure. Yeah.
Through the whole run of the show?
Yes, so far. Yeah.
Okay.
I
'Cause
will
there's-
say,
Oh, yeah.
I'll say 3.
Okay.
Yeah, dang, that's a good guess.
That's so strange to me that more than one person would voice it to begin with. But
Guess like the kid
Yeah.
goes through puberty at some point or something.
Yeah, once we're done with the question, I'll talk more about this. But, yeah.
2.
Okay.
I'll just say 4.
3 is correct.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah, I mean, it was a guess, but
It's a good
5
guess.
seasons, the pilot has just some weird
Yeah, it's some random.
an anomaly. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I got to the part where
You
Oscar's
stewed your
voice
boated.
changes. Yeah, and I noticed it immediately. And
Whoa.
I thought,
Did you?
Yeah, I'm
That's
surprised you two didn't.
No. I think
No,
we were kind of watching it sporadically enough.
yeah, and in the
that-
background a little bit. So.
That too, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It threw me off, and then I stopped watching. That's literally what got me off the show. was
You're like,
his voice
I can't
changing.
do this anymore.
Yeah, because I loved the voice of
Yeah.
Oscar initially, and now it's just a different person. Like
That's
this is,
weird.
and it sounds exactly like Jim
Jim
Jams.
Jams.
Hey,
Yeah.
Oscar! Yeah.
Everyone just sounds like that.
Yeah.
What is this show?
All right, so Eric has a point, Chris has a point. CJ, how many points do you have?
Goose egg.
All right,
Big old
moving on.
goose egg.
Next question. How many different people have voiced Hedgehog to date?
1.
2.
I'll say 3.
1 is correct.
Ooh. I
Stop
didn't. I
it.
didn't
You seem
know.
confident in that.
These are just guesses. I know. Well, I wanted to be first.
Okay,
First.
First.
I'm first.
it's paying off.
God,
All right.
don't you love when you see people comment first on a YouTube video?
Wow.
First comment.
I love
Call
YouTube.
back. No, we don't have that one.
We need a
No.
callback
Uh-huh.
button. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This series will be airing a crossover Halloween special this year.
Whoa.
Ooh.
What other series is this episode crossing over with? Good luck. I've never heard of this.
Great. Is it? Can I ask questions?
Yeah.
Is it a Cartoon Network show?
Probably.
That's not. It wasn't going to help. The answer wasn't going to help me no matter what. I was just curious.
I know nothing about this. I know
Yeah.
the title.
This is where just give us the first letter that it starts with.
W.
No idea.
Yeah.
Why, the first thing that came to mind, Wuthering Heights.
What was that?
Wuthering?
That's better.
Werther's
Werthering
Original House
Original
Caramels.
Heights. Classic. My favorite Emily Bronte.
Werther's Original Sites.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got a bag of those at home. Love me
I
some
believe
Werther's.
that.
Okay, I have no guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have no
all right.
idea.
The next-
Give us another hint.
Letter is E.
Keep going.
W-E.
Space.
We.
Yes. That is the first word.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
are monsters.
Okay. Nope. So no one's going to get this, which is fine.
Yeah.
This show is a spin-off prequel to We Bear Bears, and the show is called We Baby Bears.
Cute.
What?
Yeah.
Never
Also
heard of
have
any of
never
that.
heard
No,
of that.
but that's part of the Halloween special crossover this year.
Huh.
We Bear Bears.
Yeah. It's We Bear, like as in naked, and bears. As in bears.
Oh, we bear bears.
Interesting.
Dunno.
Wild.
Well, I will not be watching that.
Yeah.
Out of protest.
Yes.
Out of protest.
I don't know what this is.
So it should have been a regular show, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is probably going to be our final question, and I hope so, because that's all I have prepared. What is the IMDb rating for Summer Camp Island?
Wow.
Closest gets it.
IMDb is out of 10. Is that correct?
Correct,
Yes.
and it goes to the single decimal point.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to guess 7.3.
Okay.
Good guess. IMDb is usually, in my experience, very critical. Like, it's rare that even beloved shows get like an 8 or a 9. But 7 sounds right. I'll say a 7.1.
All right.
All right, Eric?
I'm going to go a little bit lower and say 6.7.
Well, it's actually 7.6, so that makes Karissa our winner.
Wow. Let's go.
That
This-
sucks.
Congratulations.
This might be my first trivia win.
Hey!
It really
can't
might
be
be.
right.
Yeah, that for sure is not right, but...
Well, I haven't won very many. I know that for sure.
Oh, okay. Good job. Well, I think it's time
Well,
for our
thanks.
ratings then.
Ratings.
Ratings.
Chris, do you want to do one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Ratings.
Ratings.
There we go.
There you go.
Let's start with Karissa then. Karissa, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate Summer Camp Island for you?
For me, this is a 9 out of 10. I think this is just, it's really a masterpiece. The only thing that isn't giving it a 10 for me is I'm not a huge fan of animated shows just in general. I just don't watch a lot of animated shows. I don't know why, but this one in particular is very sweet, very watchable. 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Great score.
Eric.
I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards that too. It's like, it's not perfect, and it's like for kids, so I'm not like, oh, this is my favorite show of all time. But like, it's great, and it makes me laugh out loud, which is pretty rare for
Yes.
shows. So I will say an 8.5 out of 10.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right about the laughing out loud part. That's something that really surprised me about this show is there are some episodes where my jaw is on the ground.
Yes.
Just like, oh my gosh.
Just that's super funny.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's very self-aware. Too,
Yes,
which
it is.
Yeah.
Which is great. Yeah.
definitely.
CJ.
I think I'm in the hand-holding club with Karissa. I'm going to do a 9 out of 10. This show rules.
Wow.
I like I said, I laughed so much throughout that episode. That was
Yeah.
so funny. I'm so excited to keep watching the show and that this is like a new discovery and I get to have 4 more seasons to consume.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm excited.
I will say watching with people was like a better experience.
Totally, I
Uh,
can see
I think it
that.
always is.
Yeah, like when you go to a theater and you watch a comedy, it's better. than-
Totally.
100%. Yeah.
For me, for what it is, everything up until Oscar's voice changes is a 9. So
Nice.
yeah, everything after that is 0.
Wow.
I don't know. I didn't watch much beyond that.
No.
but I'm sure it's still good.
Do you remember what season that happens in?
So I might have been wrong because I looked it up and it said it happened later than when I noticed it.
Interesting.
So maybe he just had a cold the next episode or
Sure,
something.
yeah.
I don't know.
It just sounded
but
like Jimmy Jams. He had a cold.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah.
Hey, Oscar.
Hey.
I think it was sometime in season 2,
Okay.
from what I remember.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be prepared for that.
Yeah. Let us know.
And then it happens again later on.
That's right.
apparently.
Yeah.
So,
Just
Yeah.
another time. Dang.
It's wild.
This is going to make our end of year list, I assume.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Better.
It better. Well, it's funny because I knew that Ken liked it at least a little bit because I recommended this a while back. We were between some horror movie and this, and I didn't think that CJ would say yes to the horror movie, so this was my backup, and he ended up saying yes. But then, like months later, Ken was like, "Hey, do you guys want to come do Summer Camp Island?" I was like, he must have watched it and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I have a weird thing about summer camp shows.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I didn't get to go to summer camp.
Sure.
So I threw it on because I was looking for something at summer, and I usually throw on that kind of show, and it's like, oh, this is hilarious.
Yes.
This is really good.
Really funny.
Yeah.
For what it is, for a children's animated show, like
Yeah.
Yes.
it's surprisingly hilarious.
Yes, I agree.
That's funny. You do have like a camp thing because Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
This, the
Sleepaway
two,
camp.
The two examples.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
Sleepaway camp. Yeah,
Sleepaway
that's
camp,
right.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great pick. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, team.
Thank
you.
You too. Yeah, this one would have slipped through the cracks if you hadn't brought it back up. So yeah, I'm glad we
Sweet.
got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone listening, go out and check it out. it was on HBO Max, and
Oh,
then
no.
that whole thing blew up, and it's on the chopping block. So
Watch it now, today.
Yeah,
Watch
binge,
it today?
Binge
As
it all.
soon
It'll
as
take
you're-
1 hour,
Yes. Yes.
basically.
Yeah, seriously.
Yes. As soon as you hear this episode, go watch all of it because it will no longer be hosted maybe anywhere
Yeah.
for a while. For a while, at least. Someone will pick it up. It's excellent.
Corporations.
Yeah, just torrent it. Like, that's the only way to get content these days anymore.
Download LimeWire.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Kazaa.
uTorrent.
Yeah. Well, you guys have anything you want to plug?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that stuff.
Or something you want to say? Words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom. Wear your pajamas outside sometimes so that they don't feel left out. They want to go on adventures too.
That's good. I will say world peace, obviously. I feel like I gotta
Obviously.
get that one in.
Obviously.
I'll also put in a plug for we gotta fix the postal service. We gotta get rid of DeJoy, and come on, that's
Bye.
one of our great.
Warms my heart being in the same room as all of those people. Hey, if you liked what you heard, follow us on all the things at Overtalking Pod, or better yet, tell a friend. Special thanks to two of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Karissa, who you can follow on Instagram at RissCon, that's RASSCON, and my brother Eric, whose music you should check out at Fear, Smoking. And hey, speaking of fantastic music, the music you're hearing right now was created by the talented Justin Peters. See you next week. Love you. Bye.